Okay, folks, so we tried out the new DeepSeek V4 Pro on their new DeepSeek Harness, and let me tell you, the results are quite disappointing. Well, at least for visual work. You can see this is the Helm's Deep benchmark run, and it is not looking good. However, there is still a reason why we put DeepSeek V4 Pro as A tier on our latest tier list. It's because they have an advantage that most of these other models don't have. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to quickly go through the benchmark runs that DeepSeek V4 Pro has built for us, and then we're going to explain to you where the strength of DeepSeek V4 lies. All right, starting off with the city scroll journey. This is using the Higgsfield MCP to create this scrolling animation for a landing page. You can see it's really bad. It's very vanilla. Fillers everywhere, basically. So it's a big fail for that. Next up, we got Ember Glider. This is a flight simulator game. I don't know what is going on. It's dark on your screen, right? But okay, yeah, the movements are really hard to play. I cannot see the plane as well, so I don't know where I'm going. Big fail for that one too. Helm's Deep, yep, we just saw that. Very dark environment, not rendered well at all. So far, I'm thinking like the new DeepSeek V4 Pro cannot be this bad. Could it really be the DeepSeek Harness, right? So because DeepSeek V4 Flash did pretty okay job. I mean, it's not amazing, but it did pretty okay, but it was done on codecs instead of the new DeepSeek Harness. This is DeepSeek V4 Flash, right? It's like brighter. It's not amazing, but at least the movements are quite all right, right? So for DeepSeek V4 Pro, we're going to keep going. This is the Jabberwock game. Press any key to begin. Kinda unplayable. There should be an instruction for me from the Jabberwock poem for me to progress somewhere. There should be a monster that I should fight. But yeah, there's nothing there. Hogwarts Broom Flight Simulator, same as well. Very dark too. I mean, is this is this following the theme of DeepSeek's color? But it's not looking good. Low poly tower defense as well. Yeah, I mean, if it's already not fun to play in the first second, it's just really not worth it. Low poly world, I mean, the visuals here look promising, but there's no gaming environment. There's no trees for me to chop. The workbench is right there. But yeah, it's just really not good. And then the mechanical watch simulator, this one is just shocking to me. How is a mechanical watch rectangular in nature? It should be circular. Then we have the neon drift, okay. Okay, this one's like quite alright. Nah, it's not good. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time here, but we're just gonna quickly look through it. You get the gist, right? I'm just trying to find if there's a pretty good benchmark run. Okay, this one's quite alright. The Predator Prey. Well, not really. The predators are... Oh, okay. So the preys have to come close to the predators for it to aggro, but that's not really how nature works, I guess, right? The predators are usually very aggressive, and they would go after... Oh yeah, why is it circular here? So I don't understand. Starfall Arena, this is the space shooter game. So it did pretty okay with this. This one's easy to code, but nothing much to say there. The Stormwind Trebuchet Simulator. Does that look like a trebuchet to you guys? It is yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. Then we have the Universe Simulator. This one, acceptable. All right, it's a pass, but nothing impressive. Vice City, I think this one did the best job for this benchmark run. It regenerated the city quite all right. Day and night mode, pretty all right. Earthquake mode, I like it. Captured the detail for the tallest building, shaking. Toggle traffic, we got the cars. And okay, last but not least, we got the 3D Chinese architecture assembly. And this one was the most disappointing one because come on, buddy. The old DeepSeek V4 Pro could finish a roof, but I don't know what this is. So it leads me to believe that it's got to be the DeepSeek Harness, right? Because DeepSeek V4 Flash on codecs did all right. This is really showing me there's a big difference in the harness that you're using as well, not just the model. Because the new DeepSeek V4 Pro is much stronger than the old DeepSeek V4 Pro, but the harness is a big deal. Now, this is in developer preview, so we understand that there are a lot of improvements needed to be made and that there are bugs as well. But pretty much the new DeepSeek Harness, we find it to be like a blank slate environment because it's very plugin heavy. You need to install a lot of plugins for extra capabilities for your agent. So if you're looking to one-shot prompt on your first try for the new DeepSeek models on the DeepSeek Harness, it's very difficult to do. You need to have you need to make a lot of modifications, a lot of customizations to achieve the results you want. So far, DeepSeek V4 Pro, we find it to be still weak at visual work, so don't make it the default for your front-end vibe coding, especially not so on the new DeepSeek Harness. Now, if you're looking for an easy all-in-one tool with native visual intelligence, check out Hedra. Michael recently did a very cool project with his website using Hedra to pretty much design a lot of his stuff.
This video is brought to you by our sponsor, Hedra. So what Hedra does is it can create art, ads, and reels very quickly for you and your website and any business that you run. So say, for example, here I have dog.hk. This is a directory of dog-friendly restaurants in Hong Kong, and I want to promote that on Instagram. For me, I want to build these one-by-one reels, and what I can simply do is I can take a screenshot off my website, show some of the features up there, send that, and use a simple prompt, say the one I have here, to create one-by-one ads for this. And then I can start Hedra, and I can instantly generate this art. What's different about Hedra is because you have a user interface here to work with, and you have the AI side by side, you can basically create all the different ads and styles that you want. By letting Hedra decide the prompts to give, it simplifies a lot of my time. And on top of that, because there's included credits, it means that you can just generate art and just choose what you need without paying for external subscriptions. Join Hedra today on the link down below.
Now, coming back, let's talk about the strengths of DeepSeek V4 Pro. So even though after what we've seen, it's still A tier because it is very cheap, very fast, and its intelligence lies in purely back-end thinking. Okay, there's a reason why it's this cost. You're getting what you're paying for. Much of the cost from the top frontier LLM models actually comes from multimodal generation. But DeepSeek V4 Pro is very strong at text and very strong at agentic back-end work. So this is one of the big improvements we've made for our dashboard. So this is our own personal dashboard for managing our YouTube channel. And it has a lot of different tools from publishing to research to analytics. And right now we're using DeepSeek V4 Pro to run the entire pipeline production. And it's much faster, we find. So this is one of the pipeline tools we have. So syncing our YouTube API data to our existing database and dashboard, you can see it took about 5 seconds to complete the entire run, syncing new comments on our channel, the new videos, as well as the new shorts. Previously, we used Kimi K3 to do this, and before that, it was Minimax M3. And usually when we click the quick sync button, it would take 2 or 3 minutes for the whole thing to load. So it was really, like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is actually quite a lot when you're working the whole day. So, but using DeepSeek V4 Pro, you can see 5 seconds was really fast because they just go straight to the point, they get to it, and the cost is very cheap. So far, if you're using DeepSeek V4 Pro, especially for front-end work, I guess Codex for now is still the better alternative compared to the new DeepSeek Harness. If you're going to be using the new DeepSeek Harness, it's very advantageous if you already have a lot of plugins installed. So it does take time to set up that environment for you to get what you want, at least from your DeepSeek agents. But so far, when we're talking about first try at doing stuff, you know, back-end work, agentic work, text-heavy ones or data-heavy ones, we find DeepSeek V4 Pro to be very cheap. I mean, it is 5 times cheaper than if we were to use Kimi K3 for running this dashboard, Intel dashboard for our YouTube channel. So if you find this video helpful, give us a like. Let us know in the comments down below, what do you think about the new DeepSeek V4 Pro, as well as the new DeepSeek Harness. I would love to hear what tips you guys have on using the DeepSeek Harness. So subscribe to the channel to follow for more updates, guides, and news. My name is Ron. Shana now.